Okay, here we are continuing with our videos about the ministries and organizations of the parish, ways people can give of themselves to enhance the life of our parish community. So let's go ahead and begin by having you introduce yourself to everyone and say in what capacity you're here today.
So I'm Gerry Kettenbach, and I'm here to talk about the Liturgy Committee or Worship Commission, depending on who you're talking to at the moment about what it is. And I have the honor of being the facilitator of that group for the coming year.
Okay, what does that group do?
So it's an interesting group. It meets every other month throughout the year, so 6 times a year, and it has kind of 2 pieces that it does. One is more general planning for the church year in terms of the worship life of the parish. So prior to Advent, we'll be talking about what will the decorations, what will some practices be that we do during Advent, during Lent, during Christmas season, during Easter season. So that's kind of the broad sweep. And to do that, we bring together the priests and deacons. We also bring together the heads of all the various ministries, the heads of music ministry, of ushers, of readers and Eucharistic ministers and so on, so that everybody brings some thoughts to the table from their ministry's perspective about what's going to be effective for the season. Then the second thing that we do is we get into more particular and granular detail about major liturgies. So when we get to Christmas season, we want to be sure that when you're having masses at odd times and you're needing more ministers, that all of those folks who take care of planning and organizing the ministries are at the table to talk about, so what exactly do we need for the 5 o'clock Mass on Christmas Eve and for the 10 p.m. Mass on Christmas Eve and so on. And the same thing with the High Holy Days, Triduum, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and the Vigil, and then on Easter morning. So there's the general planning in the broad sense, and then there's the more particular. So from what I've been saying, it's obvious that the main folks at the table are the priests and deacons, as well as the folks who coordinate the various ministries. But then there are also some folks who participate that are what I would call kind of liturgy nerds, folks that are just interested in liturgy. They have a background, they've done work in liturgy in the past, and they have contributions to make, and so they're welcome to join the committee as well.
Okay, so since we're doing this in the context of stewardship time, what would you say the Liturgy Committee needs from the people of the parish?
So I'd say, first of all, people of the parish, there are those ministries like readers and hospitality, greeters and ushers and so on. We need you to do those. So there's someone else talking about those probably. We need you to do those. But if you want to get into an organizational mode, those groups always have folks that have been doing it for a long time and are probably glad to hand it on to someone else. So if you have an organizational mind and love doing hospitality kind of stuff, please, become more involved in that to either assist whoever's coordinating it or to step in and say that you'll coordinate it. Or if you're not into those particular ministries, but you're generally interested in liturgy and have a background and so on, feel free to contact the parish office about attending liturgy meetings and contributing.
Okay, so that would be the best way for someone who is interested to start to get involved. Just call the office, find out when the next committee meeting is?
I would think so.
Okay.
And if you wanted to talk with someone more about it, Gina could put you in touch with me or look me up in the directory, whatever, to talk about what's involved and what we do and so on.
Okay, great. So that's the Liturgy Committee. Keep it in mind, and please participate if you feel called to that. Thanks again, Gerry.
Thank you. Welcome.